The 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale,
41 seconds left in the first quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Douglas. He's in at the 4 spot. Collison is out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then there's Caspi, and it's Koufos in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Chalmers. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Fires from 14, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Dudley's got 6 points.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Here's Douglas, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well.
Oh, man, Anthony Davis, one of the most unique talents in the NBA. I see a lot of myself in him. And I can't wait to face him and see if I can get the upper hand. I know I'm still a rookie, but it's the ultimate test to see where my game is at right now. And I live for these moments. So bring it on, Brow.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet?
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. This is the last stop for the Pelicans. Nuggets. Comes in for Will Barton. New Orleans also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Asik. And Dante Cunningham subbed in for Tyreek Evans. Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
So for New Orleans right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 slot. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
5 to shoot. Here's Douglas. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Cunningham kicks to Anderson. Gordon for 3. Good. Gordon's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pelicans.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Douglas, he had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. Gordon with the defensive effort. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Cunningham passes to Holiday. Kicks it to Davis. It's blocked. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Chandler is screened. No luck. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Cunningham dishes it to Gordon. Rejected by Douglas. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So for the Pelicans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anthony Davis. Pondexter comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Anderson kicks to Cunningham. Here's Cole, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And the Pelicans with possession here. Dishes to Ajinça. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Douglas. Gets it off. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a good game so far. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Well, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Tyreke Evans. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Asik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz played some good basketball. He picked up 12 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Darrell Arthur. New Orleans also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Holiday in for Tyreke Evans. Asik with a screen on Harris.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last.
1:35 left in the first half.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. And that one's good.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right.
What are you doing?
And Anthony Davis growing up in the rough south side of Chicago because of the violence. His father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Stolen by Evans. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Evans leading the charge. And the Pelicans miss again. Denver in the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's tipped. Gordon against Harris. Gordon kicks to Davis. Pass to Cunningham. Feeds it to Anderson. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Denver with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty
Shazam! Step into my world where you can be the story. See what it's like to be the next NBA phenom, the next Frequency Vibrations, a.k.a. Freak. This is Living the Dream.
Wow, you about to wake up the whole project.
Oh, man, whatever. This is our court. So what's up, bro? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm living the dream.
What?
Sis, I'm living the dream.
That's what I'm talking about.
Money, hard work is always rewarded, right?
Yep, just like our parents.